What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another part of Final Fantasy 16. In the last part, it was a wee shorter kind of thing we did for the last stream. Obviously, I know he's watching parts and not streams, but we did a lot of side quests here. Oh, you know what we did? We did some sad quests. We did sad quests, not side quests, sad quests, where it really came home with how they treat their bearers here, and they're basically not lower than pets.
Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing.
It is how you say it.
And I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Giles.
Understood.
How is it you check how far along you are in the game? I keep seeing people hit out with things like, oh, I'm 61% through the game. How do you know that? Where does it tell you your percentage of progress through the game? Am I insane? Is there actually a way to get an inclination of how far you are through the game? Because if there is, I don't know what it is. What are we doing with our abilities, guys? Did we have a plan? I don't have a plan. You know what? I want to upgrade things. Oh, this is already upgraded. I don't think I need to master that. I'm not going to master, like I said, until I need to, I'm not going to master these, because the mastery just allows you to assign them to other icons, and I don't feel like that's necessary. I'm not even using the other two, so... I mean... I just don't think I'll get the timing correct for this. I love Rook's Gambit. I feel like I'd mess this timing up so badly. And I love Rook's Gambit so much that I'm not even sure what I would... If I wanted Aerial Blast, I'm not even sure what I'd put on for Aerial Blast. And then this only goes under the Phoenix, so I definitely don't want to do any of these. I mean, this is just like I don't really use the Limit Break. I mean, I guess I could use it. I need to try to use it in boss fights more. I could always upgrade it. What does the upgrade do? Add a second Limit Break? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Semi-prime finish. Defeat an enemy while semi-primed. Bonus points are awarded for using battle technique during arcade mode. Tribute bonus. Changes attack style. Doubles spells. Increase... Wait, what? Double spells? Increase charge, magic burst, and precision shot potency. Increase iconic ability. Slowly restores it. Oh, hey, I've restored. Wait, when it says it restores HP, does that mean it restores like the wee grey part of HP? Increase defense, prevent stagger. That's maybe worth upgrading. Let me check all the other things. Like, I don't use that. There's a lot of things I just don't use. I don't use this either. I feel like the whole charge up to get it is just pointless. I mean, I use Magic Burst. I consistently try to use Magic Burst. So what does Mastery of this do? Extends trigger window? I mean, yeah, because I'm actually kind of bad with the timing. The timing's not the easiest thing to get around. When Rook's Gambit, what do you... Counter-Strike changes increasing... Counter-Strike changes increasing hits. I mean, if I'm using it, I may as well upgrade it, right? Increase follow-up strike speed? Oh, the speed gets quicker. That's actually probably the best one I've heard. We can't get it. We're 55 points off it. That's probably the next thing. I don't know what I was saving my points for, whether I was going to upgrade the flame thing, but you know what? It's a long time away. We may as well upgrade the abilities we're using.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant.
Then cut your...
What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes. Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my
Vehement?
appraisal.
Don't know what vehement
I
means.
stood firm, however,
Just
and for
Google
all
vehement, guys.
his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
And rude to begin with. I'll mention the first part. So, vehement means to have strong feelings, mostly intense or passionate. That is apparently what it means. Never heard vehement be used. Is that how he said it? Vehement? He didn't say vehement, he just went vehement, didn't he? If I follow the road, will it take me to where I'm going? No? No? Where does this lead? Oh, I'm gonna go up here first. Obviously. Obviously I'm gonna go up here first. Let's not be silly. Is there a fight up here? I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of I always like to try to get... So whenever I start my stream, obviously I've not did combat since the last time I played, which was yesterday. I did a wee stream before. But I like to try to get into the swing of combat before I find like a boss fight. I wouldn't want to come in and then... Because I mean, I've not had a game over yet, guys. And I would really like if I could beat the game without... I don't like the fact that when you come back to the game, it automatically sets you back to potions rather than Torgal. I'd rather just be set to Torgal. But yeah, no. I like to be able to beat the game and say I didn't have a game over, and not be like, oh, the game is so easy or anything like. It's just an achievement, really. If I could beat the game without having a game over, I don't think there's ever been a Final Fantasy game where I've beaten without having a game over. I've always kind of stumbled at some point, but with this kind of combat, you can play safer, and so I might be able to avoid it. That is the plan.
We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Wait, what am I doing? Just do this. How silly of me not to just burn them all alive. Oh. Why aren't you bulky dogs? Anyone else? Oh, you're still alive. Damn, they are bulky. I'm being attacked. How dare they all survive?
Torgal! My wounds, boy.
Anyone else? They all just survived. Enemies slain. I didn't think I had to be that dramatic for a pack of wolves, but here we are. Ah! 11 experience off upgrading. 11 experience, guys. 11 experience. Wait, what have we done?
Damn it all. Bodies.
Oh, well.
A man and a woman.
That'll be her then, won't it?
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
Couldn't you just tell him that?
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh?
Yep.
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
This
Is
man
that
isn't too
wise?
rude, at least.
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I mean, I need to tell her something.
I need to tell Isabelle. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
So I don't understand why the girl came with him. Was she forced to come with him? Because she was scared of him. That's what the other girl said, that she was flattered and then flattery turned to fear. Or is that just their perspective and she wasn't actually scared of him?
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east.
Oh, I've already been there. Awesome.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Oh. But it is said that the dame's like a mother to them as well, so. And she's done right by us, so I like the dame.
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I don't really understand the relationship between the courtesan and the soldier, whether it was one of fear or... I mean, why would she... Obviously, he said that he was going to get married to her. She has to say yes for that, right? Or is it not that kind of timeline where women actually get a say?
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks.
You just paid me like 1,200.
The
I'm good
Vale
with that.
counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will.
Not to sound
And
like
thank you again.
a serial killer, but they gave her really nice skin. Like, her skin looks so smooth. Like, other people have, like, they've done it really well to make her look very perfect. Almost. Where's my... I was gonna say, where's my pet? Good boy. Don't go get your pets. But yeah, no, like, you can see everyone else is, like, a bit rougher, whereas she, like her shoulders and her face just look really smooth. And she has to be older as well, so she looks fantastic for her age. Would people think I'm a deserter? I guess because I do have the brand on me. Although I'm not, like, dressed as an Imperial soldier anymore, am I? Hi guys, how we doing? I already went up here. I thought there might be a fight. There wasn't a fight, I was very sad. Oh. We all ready to jump into the capital?
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Is that like the crystal? That's not the crystal, right? Good morning, I work well. Like, no worries, thank you very much. Always appreciated. Hope work is not too bad for you. Just Kupo chilling with a cup of tea.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a...
I like the music. It's funky.
brothel.
YouTube, please. I beg of you.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
I think it seems private enough.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Did he not work
Let's just
there?
say I may have attempted something similar before.
Or did he work with the Imperials?
And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Cid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight,
If you wound me, Jill.
what I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to
In
continue?
case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools.
Intentary? I don't know what
And the most
intentary means.
dangerous.
Should just
What
keep
makes
Google
them
open to
think
Google
they have
words.
the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent.
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words.
It's not a word.
Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Cid the Outlaw. That'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
I'll Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
I think I've done all the quests so far. Sneak into Oriflame. All the quests done? I don't see any little quest markers on anything. What do these little ruin marks mean on the map? What does that mean? Why is it got a little thing like here? What does this mean? What does it mean? I mean, I say we just go for it. Like, is it literally just like things on the map? Like, oh, it's got a mountain. Is that all that is? You have reached a pivotal moment in the story. You will not be able to return. Proceed. Wait, hold on. Gonna save first, then. He's gonna hit me with, oh, you're at an important part of the story. And we'll actually end off our part of YouTube here as well. So thank you guys on YouTube so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments, because they are comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!